Hello friends, my name is Old Man Cloud. I upload very occasional Bazaar gameplay videos to my YouTube channel. I've been uploading less just as a reflection of the fact that I've been playing the game a bit less. Just haven't been enjoying it as much, but still really enjoy it. It's still a very fun game. And I would like to keep uploading to this channel occasionally. I've certainly enjoyed my brief experience with YouTube so far and appreciate everyone who has been watching. I've been enjoying playing Pig the most. I've played a couple of runs this season, but that's it. There's been a lot of really big changes, I know. The expedition ticket is an interesting inclusion. I don't really like it from a gameplay perspective. I think it just creates such a big gulf in between the players who can manage to get on the expedition and succeed at the expedition, those who can't, going into those kind of later game days. So just kind of increases that issue, but certainly a fun idea and something I'm sure they'll tweak in different ways in the future. You start with 2 XP now, so you're no longer in that position where you're 1 XP short of all the levels going to PvP fights. It's a rather inelegant solution, I'd say, just starting on 2 XP, but it'll do the job. Definitely take early scarf, definitely take ATM, and robe is a great item as well. Yeah, haven't been enjoying playing Vanessa so much. I do feel like this is a really cool stash. I feel like poison is just dead as a mechanic until they change the way healing interacts with. None of these are very good, of course. We'll take that. Change the way that healing interacts with getting rid of poison. The fact that it does
9 years.
I think it clears 10% now, right? Of the heal you've done. Just kills poison builds on the spot, basically. And a large part of what made Vanessa so enjoyable was the fact that you could play those type of poison aquatic builds as well as weapon builds. So as long as that's the case. Whoa, we were. Look at this early scarf. Although we have robe, which is a very strong item, this is going to be a really close match. I think we'll take it because of robe. But I'm very jealous of your scarf, brother. You're far more fashionable than me. Look at him. Look at this fashionable little pig. But yeah, that's what my scarf wants to be. Seems that shield pig is in a really good spot at the moment, as is health scaling pig, and freeze pig is still good as well. So pig just seems to be in a really good spot at the moment. The new items from last season's prize pass, which I haven't played with much, but they seem to fit in really well with those archetypes. Last season I finished, I think it was gold rank or something. Just did not play much at all, which is a bit of a shame, but still enjoyed the time that I did have. I think I'm going to go with the health scaling here. The fact that we scale our shield items a little bit as well is a nice little bonus, but really I'm after the health scaling. And let's go to Curio to try to find the claw. No claw. But knee brace is nice. And there's still a chance of claw. Claw? Yeah, claw's a great get for pig. And that's not bad, and sure. So now we ideally would like to upgrade our scarf to silver before we start selling all this stuff. Claw probably comes onto the board straight away. ATM is just so... Oh, ATM does charge robe, but 130 damage already? I mean, it probably doesn't matter too much for the PvE fight. We go coconut crab, we got the claw. I don't really care about the claw upgrade too much, but your skill would be really great for us. So yeah, shield pig, which is what it seems like we're leaning towards at the moment, seems to be in a really good spot. You do need to get to the point where you're one-tapping opponents in the late game, but scarf and claw have really strong synergy. We just need to get our scarf upgraded. Have a few sips of coffee here. I know there's new PvP encounters as well, so Would be fun to try out some of those.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Oh, we get the claw anyway. Look at this upgrade, it's so pathetic. The claw having the secondary effect is so funny. Just completely irrelevant. So the upgrade counts absolutely nothing. In fact, you could have made a case for selling the bronze to get the money from it before buying the silver, before buying the bronze. But anyway, doesn't matter too much. Don't have much money. Well, we got to buy the robe. That upgrade's really nice for us. Which sadly means we're going to have to sell into the bronze scarf a little bit.
I'll take it, I guess.
Like so.
Here's some gold.
Then we can upgrade the robe.
So I can buy
Which now
it.
has reduced cooldown, so charges quicker. The robe is our key to the early game.
If you're not growing,
Let's take a loot item because we can sell it into the scarf once we upgrade the scarf. Still waiting on. I mean, anyway, Crush Claw is still really, really good. Really need gonna take the bronze change for the sell into scarf, but really looking for B1, B2 as soon as possible. Mac is definitely not what we want to see. Although I feel like Mac has erred away from poison in the meta because of the heal change. So yeah, this isn't a poisoning Mac, it's a relic Mac. I've come across these before. I'm not sure how strong they are, so let's find out. I mean, the multicast freeze seems really, really strong. That seems really, really strong. But they're not doing much in the way of damage. I guess the Ice Claw is scaling and we're not. That might be our downfall actually. The scaling of the Ice Claw. It's going to get one more hit off and then the Sandstorm's going to start. So it's all about whether they die before they use the Ice Claw again, I think. It's going to be really close. With our Claw, we take it. We take those wins. Yeah, interesting. I'll have to give these a go as Mac. I say as I played, I think, a grand total of 2 Mac games. You can drag me away from Pig and Vanessa kicking and screaming. Gumball's so good with Scarf, but with it just at bronze, kind of desperate to get the upgrade to silver really. Not really scaling value. I might grab that just as it just opens up some possibilities, and it can be sold for Scarf at any rate. Sold into Scarf. Really need B1, B2, brother. Gotta take the econ items. ATM upgrade, sure. And sure, I suppose. And we go here because we would love to see Force Field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I think Force Field can work on the board with Crusher Claw once you got your Scarf scaled. And for a while it's better than Crusher Claw. Certainly at the moment it would be better than Crusher Claw. Could also grab the Expedition ticket. Just really need the Scarf upgrade, because especially if we get Force Field we can start considering whether we could get rid of Scarf altogether. But we really need a good shielder. Crusher Claw relies on your biggest shield item, so it has really nice synergy with Scarf, and the timing works really well with Scarf. So as long as we're relying on Crusher Claw for damage, we gotta find a way to get our Scarf scaled. Scarf is a really powerful scaler, but this stash is so cool. You gotta show me the silver, brother. So I think we want to get the free chocolate, so I'm going to sell, not that really matters. Sell, sell, and sell. And then take the free 5 chocolate. And now we can upgrade it, even though it's a bit of a waste of the level. Really would have hoped to see that from B1, B2, but we take those. Now we can sell out. Me when I'm a semi-successful YouTuber. Can afford knee brace on the board. VIP pass does nothing, but we'll hold on to it. Not super interested in weapons because you don't scale my Scarf or transformations. So I'll just take something for Scarf scaling. And I think we play this. Another Mac, hopefully not one of the last poisoners in the meta.
Other Jabalians.
Why must we do this? Death laughs at
Oh
us
no.
all.
Oh no. Where's my heal, brother? Where's your heal when you need it? This will be a loss. A brave boy, this Mac. A brave lad playing poison in this meta. But he got the matchup he wanted.
You are merely a step on the ladder I must climb.
Alright. It's all about scarf scaling now, this build. Very open to a pivot into potentially a like a health scaling build. We got a little bit of health from the race and we took some early Finns events. So there's potential for pivoting into a health scaling build, but for the time being, let's pump this scarf up as high as we can get it because it makes such a big difference. Oh, obviously should have held on to the gumballs. Did the gumballs work with this lad? Can't see why they wouldn't.
Welcome to Gigamart. Can I help you find? You came
You
all the
can
way
come
here.
on the board, I
Might as well
suppose.
stock up.
Oh, it's so irrelevant. Crook, we do have all medium weapons. Kind of funny. So it would give... I mean, it's pretty irrelevant, right? Yeah, it doesn't really work with what we're doing. We could pivot into a crook build, but play it with Scarf and Crusher Claw. Plus 2 fast weapons. Maybe it'll hold on to in the bag.
300 more for free shipping.
And I mean, the Atlatl also fits in that build. Drum doesn't really work with what we're
If you
doing.
buy one more, I might get promoted.
Maybe that was a waste of money.
Pressure.
But anyway. Should be able to take anyone.
best keep moving.
Just trying to think, how does that work? It's kind of a hybrid of 2 builds because the Crook won't do much at all for the Crusher Claw, the Crook, and it won't do anything for the Scarf, of course. The Crook really benefits fast weapons, so it pairs up well with the Atlatl. I mean, it's probably worth playing over ATM and knee brace. Knee brace? That's how Sean Connery refers to his post-surgery requirements. It's probably better than ATM, and Robe is going to wear out its welcome sooner rather than later. I also need to get an expedition ticket at some point before day 9, because it makes such a big difference. So how would this look? We'd play it something like this. 7.7 seconds, still really slow. Probably play it something like this then. Nothing I really want to upgrade, but I'll take some cheap
everyone you got it.
buys for scarf scaling.
Shall I gift wrap it for you?
We
Remember,
might end up
diamond
playing you on the board
small
like
boxes.
this, I think. Risk it with the knee brace. Yeah, we definitely need to pick up an expedition ticket. I think Aerodrome, you can buy one. Yeah, this is good. We play Crush Crawl to the left. And definitely the change for Scarf. Could have taken the chocolate for Scarf, but kind of want the money as well. So Claw is up to 412 with a 23% crit chance, so it's definitely not killing in one.
My dreams are too
Yeah,
big for
it's still not particularly strong. We didn't scale the Scarf as much as I'd hoped. It's killing in 2, although there's a bit of shield. Oh, this looks nasty. But we do still have survivability with our 3 shielders on the right here. Interesting. Orange Julian's a massive issue, of course. But their grenade doesn't reload. That's a bad crit. 40% chance though. Yeah, their grenade doesn't reload, and we get there anyway with 2 hits. So, very glad to take that win. Gain some value on our bonsai tree. I'm starting to think this Crook plus Atlatl build idea was cute, but just not going to work out, I don't think. Let's hope for a scarf upgrade.
Nothing huge. All about.
Still think we take that even though it's used by date is fast approaching. And then I think we sell out of the chocolate bar now in order to grab the
I
briefcase.
think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Some more scaling. ATM is a property. No scarf. Too late for dog, unfortunately. And these don't really work. I'll take the buy sell, I suppose.
Ride home, but people thought it was weird.
Yeah, scarf is a bit beneath where you'd want it to be at this stage, but it's still doing the job. Let's go after the mare to try to get augmented defenses. Or your ticket. Time's running out a little bit for the tickets, so I'm getting a little bit worried. You really do want to go on that expedition at the moment. You're in trouble if you don't. I think it would be cool if there were things like that which rewarded you with cosmetics, rather than giving a gameplay advantage in the run. Maybe you even have to take a potentially detrimental effect in the gameplay, but in exchange you get kind of a one-off cosmetic or something like that. I think that would be a cool mechanic, as opposed to how it is at the moment where you kind of need to, yeah, there's just a huge gap between players who make it on the expedition and do well and those who don't. Alright, let's hope for augmented defenses. We don't get it, that's useless. Let's try for the scarf upgrade, I suppose. Textiles is very strong at the moment. Healing that much is a great counter to poison. I think we cash out here, and I mean bronze knee brace. It's probably time to go, brother. And we want you next to you like that. We can sell you and you. We'll grab that for the start of the day, and we'll grab that for income. And yeah, this idea was cute, but not working. And increasingly looking like it won't be a VIP pass run either. So allows us to afford the stones. Alright, I feel like that was a pretty good day. A little concerned still about not having the ticket. Where's the aerodrome when you need it? Not really interested in any of these. So I'll just take some money. Wonder if anyone's ever won with a Diamond Crusher Claw. Because there's just no point upgrading it whatsoever. It would be cool. I'm not sure if anyone's played Super Auto Pets here, but in Super Auto Pets a big part of the completionist drive is that you get, I think, ribbons for winning runs with pets on the board. So the equivalent here would be that you get some type of cosmetic or ribbon or award or something for winning a run with, for example, Scarf on the board. Which would be quite easy to get, but then there'd be other ones like winning a run with Diamond Crusher Claw on the board, for example. Oh yeah, and you only get it if the pet is fully upgraded. So you'd have to upgrade your item to Diamond as well in this game. And then you get like a special little ribbon or something as a cosmetic in relation to that card. I think that would be cool and would give a large completionist drive. But of course, there's more pressing things to fix in the game, for sure. No doubt about that. Probably could have sold some bronzes here. Anyway, I never properly take that into account.
What else can I get for you?
You're interesting. Still relatively early, all things considered. We'll put you in the bag. Not interested in this stuff. I think I was too busy talking about other things, but I think the textiles did really well for us last fight. Yeah, health and shield items just too good to pass up. Chance of getting belt. Yeah, I think the heal helped us quite a lot in dealing with the poison. You're a new item. Not super interested in our build. Gumball machine works really well in our build. The buy selling. Where's my gumball? Can we take the leech? Quite possibly. With the heal, we're going to be healing so much to get rid of the poison. I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Smell your life force.
Oh, we don't quite get you in 3 hits, which is really annoying. And I mean, you regen a hell of a lot anyway. My hope here is that we're going to build up our shield so much, and you're going to have no way of getting rid of our shield, that we're then going to heal so much with textiles that we get rid of the burn. Or get rid of the poison, sorry. Which seems to be happening to some extent. But then you're also healing an awful lot. It's all going to come down to Sandstorm. I think we should be okay. Thanks to textiles. Look at how much it's healing for. Textiles is a massive healer now, which means it's also getting rid of 10% of that in poison. So we do get there. We beat the Lich. I very rarely beat the Lich.
Empty.
Feel good about that. Is there any item we would love? I mean, that's a great game. It's not the most exciting because you can get it from other sources, but it's an incredibly strong skill, especially at gold. No-brainer upgrade to Scarf. Our board's super flexible. The entire 3 right medium slots can be changed. I'm kind of broke, but I'm tempted to see what you're cooking here. I think I'll be taking that upgrade, which means we need to sell something. The vending machine is close to paying out, so I want to hold on to it. I think I'm going to sell the globe. Although it's also close to selling out. To paying out, I should say. But I think I will sell it like this, so that we can then increase our crit chance on our claw. And then I'm going to want to take the freebie. Claw is still not quite where I want it to be. It's not really in danger of one-hitting, is it? And it's annoying that we can't afford the gumball this hour. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Another Mac. It's been all Macs. Is that 3 or 4 in a row now? I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought that Mac would be struggling in the meta at the moment. But maybe Mac got these cool relics, so everyone wants to play Mac for the relics. And I know Peace Rot is super strong. Although this one doesn't look too bad. This is where Textiles is super strong. It improves my confidence in dealing with their poison a lot. Although they're scaling and we're not, and they have regen enough to fully heal our claw. Oh, what do I mean we're not scaling? We've got the shield items. My shield items are gaining +4 shield for the fight every 9 seconds. We're scaling like a madman, brother. But I think we should be fine here. They have a huge amount of regen, but we've got all the shields, so we're going to get there in the Sandstorm. Has to be said, our claw isn't doing a huge amount for us at the moment. We're winning through basically huge shield plus textiles heal, and then relying on the Sandstorm. That Mac was rich, by the way. Did you see his stash? But we'll get there. The Scarf scale's really strong at gold. Can't pass up this value. I think I missed one. Yeah, I missed one. You can pass up this value. I made it worse value. Oh well. Still, the right part of our board is pretty replaceable. I'm gonna take a shield item. I mean, that's pretty good. Getting the three income is really strong. Gold ATM is a one you don't see too often. Scarf and Claw are starting to get there now. We go for a chance at Bonk. Me when I'm going out on a first date. I think all we really want here is Bonk. Nothing else really does much for us. Maybe I'm downplaying the effectiveness of this combo on the right. They're certainly helping us build up shield, which in turn is helping textiles. It's got to be something better we can do with space though. Robe is very much an early game item, and it's not like we're playing Force Field where we rely on building up shield. Oh, we get Bonk. Awesome. I think I'm gonna go for gold tier skills rather than shield skills here. Chocoholic is a good one. So is Healthy Tip though. No, it has to be this, especially with Scarf.
Quickly, but patience to master them.
What was I thinking? Completely lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, we don't have our ticket yet, which is an issue. Can you sell the ticket? I don't think so.
Size dilutes the brain. My, I think that suits you beautifully. You're a smart
Some
one.
scaling.
Size.
What do you do? Yeah, not really interested. Really need that ticket. Haven't seen Aerodrome at all. Got to take a chance at a fight. Ghost Pepper should be fine. With our shield. Could really use a fort. A fort would be a great inclusion in this build. In fact, it's so good that it's probably worth hunting out the fort. So what do we look for then? We look for the free property node, the property salesman node, and can we get the large items vendor? I think so. Similar situation here where we're more sandstorm reliant than anything else, but with the change to heal, countering burn and poison now, we're completely fine. They got to do something about that. I like the idea of empowering large heals, but it's probably just a bit too strong. I think this guy is an incredibly nasty poisoner, and look at incredibly nasty burner, and look at how easily we're dealing with it with just the one healing item, albeit in a very synergistic build, but still. Still no ticket. Ooh, what's this skin? So we have one more day. We have to find the ticket tomorrow. We gotta be favored against pretty much any. That's a cool skin. I want it. I want that skin. Although I still think I prefer my wrestler skin, but they're both pretty awesome. You're a health piggy, but you kind of haven't quite got off the ground yet. You're gonna be nasty with pawn shop and belt. You've got the build you need, but you're a late game piggy. You're a greedy pig. And we're going to beat you, which is very nice. But that's certainly a build that can work very well going into the late game. I'm certainly open to pivoting to that, depending on how this build plays out. So far though, the Scarf and Claw combo is doing very nicely. We don't make the same mistake as last time. Gotta find the ticket. Gotta find the ticket.
If you have to ask the price.
Do any vendors sell? I don't think so. I mean, we found a ticket.
Be
Monkey paw claw, monkey hand curls a finger.
I mean, excellent choice.
Getting nice scaling now.
If you're not growing,
Yes, please. Don't even need to look at the other options. Don't know which one of these lads have a ticket, if any. And don't super care about your skill. So I think I'll go for the cooldown. Yeah, still would love to see the fort to the right side. But the priority is to get the ticket any way we can over the next couple of hours. It's desperate now. It's such a huge disadvantage not getting it.
and you'll win. But
That's
not
fine.
against me.
Aerodrome? Never aerodrome.
Cast aside your destruments.
You're interesting.
I'm so glad we could share this experience.
I mean, we should try to hang on to 10 gold, I think, for the to buy the ticket. Although we can always sell something in the stash, actually, so that's fine. Aerodrome one time. Darn. No ticket for us, so that is going to really hurt. That is going to really hurt. I'm going to sell out the vending machine so that I can afford more gumballs here. Do we sell out the piggy bank now? I think so. Gets us perfectly to the 5. So no expedition for us on day 9, which is a real shame. We're going to be massively underpowered compared to people who do get to go on the expedition.
I should warn
which I don't like as a game mechanic at all.
Other Jabavians.
Oh, it's Dinosaur Dually. Dually, 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 dually. Yeah, well, I mean, you could ruin my life. What did they get rid of? My textiles. That's going to be an issue with the amount of burn they're doing to me. But we get Petrifying Gaze, and then we get... Oh, we get there. First time you use this each fight, destroy a small or medium enemy item for the fight. So they no longer have the requirement of me having to have 6 items, which is pretty rough. So yeah, I think we got lucky with what they destroyed. It certainly could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. And we get a little bit of a lucky win there. Don't get to go on the expedition, which is very, very bad, but the build is still looking pretty good. Get the scarf scaling going even more. We also are going to we have 2 nice targets for an enchantment recipient. And we have lots of flexibility on the board, with our entire right side being close to useless, to be honest.
You gotta know what you're fighting for.
So poison, I think we take it. It's not the best... Oh, in fact, sorry, I forgot how this works. We have damage now. So do we put damage on Scarf, or do we double the damage of Crusher Claw? It's probably much the same. It is much the same. I think I'm going to put on Crusher Claw, though. Crusher Claw is a crit, actually. So I think that makes Crusher Claw a better recipient of it. So now we really should be one-tapping most builds, especially with 66% crit chance. So yeah, we just really want to pick up Fort. The Expedition Dream is gone now, but we still have a chance of getting Fort. And if we see it, we can sell out to afford it, hopefully, as well. But that enchantment was fantastic. Sadly, the claw doesn't look too different. But that is, in fact, an Obsidian Claw, which is really strong. Don't really like the changes to the enchantments. The choosing one of 2 is fine, but the complete random enchant when you go down to lethal is a bad change, I think. Let's just take the freebie. Gotta be the fight. Because we're just so strong and we could use the money. Let's round 2, brother. Gotta find Fort, especially Fort plus Bonk is a pretty nasty combo for the opponent. It really slows him down. Don't want to lose sight of scaling though, because I mean already we may not be one-tapping some pigs if we don't crit. We should be one-tapping everything if we crit, and even a lot of things if we don't crit.
If the Elder could see me now.
We have enough for a reroll. Let's take a look at pig
Very
skills.
different school, this Bazaar.
That's
Has its
pretty
lessons
great.
to teach.
5% CDI across the board? Yes, please. Oh, and they changed how cooldown reduction works as well in the patch I saw.
You do.
Just changed the way the formula worked. I'm not sure exactly of the specifics, but I know, for example, you don't have to remove Silencer from your board anymore before taking CDR. This should be fine, even with the slow, which is going to be annoying. We're going to one-tap you. Sorry, brother. Sister? Sorry, sister.
Another salvo with me.
This combo is still really, really strong. We could almost play just these 2 items and we'd still most likely win the majority of our fights here. The right part of the board is not doing a huge amount. So the chocolate bar scaling is really, really nice, but I think the temptation of a Fort might just be a bit too high to pass up here.
Is talking fast.
No Fort, but lemonade stands? Not really what I want. Fort? Yeah, there's a Fort. So definitely grabbing you, which means you're gone and you're gone. Welcome to the team. Yeah, that's just so strong. Which means these 2 can both go for a bit more scaling. And we can certainly look to get a better item than Textiles now, especially that its first proc isn't going to do anything, basically. Because we won't have built up the shield. So we can certainly look for items that benefit from Fort. Beast of Burden, not really. No point grabbing offensive items. We want a defensive item. If only. It hurts to see this when you don't have any item to benefit from it. Let's take the scrap for a nice bit of scaling. Voidy. You're Caltrops, lad, right? Our build does well against Caltrops. But you're also Singularity, but we're going to get to go off before Singularity goes off, so we're fine. And before Into the Void goes off, I think. Just? I wonder if that had targeted Obsidian Crusher Claw, whether it got a chance to go off. That was a little risky, maybe.
Too far to let you stop.
Yeah, I think they went off just before Crusher Claw, so they probably could have ruined my day here. What a niche skill. I'm gonna grab it just because our skill pool is so scuffed anyway. But that seems incredibly unlikely to be relevant. Scarf is getting there. Certainly has to be some better medium items we could get, and we also buy sell medium items quite nicely with the chocolate bar. So I think it makes 8 worth it actually, because it's only 4 really, and it's such nice scaling. Belt is what we want. Belt is better than textiles in this build for sure. You did well for us, textiles.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
Okay, that's a dangerous claw. We are gonna. We're super susceptible to disruption, and we're gonna start running into it more and more. But we do so well against so many builds, especially with Fort. We're scaled out of the wazoo. We're beating anyone but the beefiest of pigs in one shot. I mean, even the beefy pigs, I think we're beating in one shot. I want that gladiator skin, man. That was a cool skin. I wonder if that's one of the rare ones from the chest this season. You hate to see this amount of freeze, but you only freeze small, presumably. So it's only restorative cold room, and we use our items so rarely that it gets to go off so rarely. And then we just kapow! Then we just absolutely annihilate you. So we're on to, that's a wealthy pig. So we're on to 9 wins. We need 1 more. I mean, this is a pretty meta build, but it's been a super fun run, so hopefully everyone has still enjoyed it. I'm trying to think of the best items to put in this single slot, but truthfully, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, we either match up really well or really poorly against the build. I'm not sure there's any single item that can change that super high amount. I mean, would love to get a hold of a silencer somehow. Yeah, geez, look at this damage. I mean, I feel like we can take you, buddy. Even with your various nasties. You're pretty strong now. But I think we're going to one-tap you. Well, we are going to one-tap you. There's no two ways about it. We're about to hit for 24,000 damage, assuming we crit. So that was 1 hit. And then we would have multicast as well. Sure.
Now that's giving up the business.
Has to be Fort, right? Further reducing their cooldowns. Of course, it further reduces our cooldowns as well, but I think that's worth it in the scheme of things.
The fire softens, the fort strengthens.
I think that's definitely worth it. Let's take a look at the skills. I mean, that's a pretty juicy one. I would take that. It's one of the rare cases where that's really good. I'd absolutely take that if I could afford it, but I can't get there. The fort gets used before the claw. So we could grab this and then make sure the fort goes next to the claw, so it'll guarantee the claw will now guarantee critical hit because the fort goes off first. And sadly, we don't have enough money to take advantage of Curio. We could sell out of stash, but I think I'm just going to take the freebie here. Alright, super strong build, can get countered by builds with strong disruption and by faster one-tap builds, although we have a lot of health as well. Let's see how we go up against this pig. Feel like we're fine against Giant Ice Club Pig? Oh, I want your skin. I want your skin, brother. Fancy me some crackling pork skin. What is this? What is this? think we're fine because you don't have any disruption. Obsidian Drum, Darkstone Engine, things have gone down in this pig's run, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, we win with the gumball on the board, which is just a crazy flex, albeit an accidental one. Yeah, super fun build. Thanks for watching my first recorded run in this new meta, in this new season of the Bazaar. I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. So hopefully you're still enjoying the content. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed and are sticking with me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. I'm a tiny little channel and it means a lot. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.